You stand in front of the mirror. The light hits your face differently now. There are lines that didn't used to be there. Your jaw is softer. Your eyes have seen more. And somewhere inside a small voice whispers, "Am I still beautiful?" In a world obsessed with youth, that question can cut deeper than you admit. You see 20-year-olds on screens, filters, tight skin, no history, and you, with your stories written on your face, start to doubt yourself. But here's the twist. What if the very things you think make you less beautiful are actually proof that your beauty has evolved into something far more powerful? Tonight we're going to walk through 7 quiet signs you are a deeply attractive woman, no matter your age. Not attractive in the cheap, shallow way the world sells it. Attractive in the way that calms a room, that draws people in, that makes souls feel safe. By the end of this video, you won't just be looking at your reflection. You'll be seeing yourself. And one small shift I'll share near the end might change how you look at every wrinkle on your face, starting tonight. Take a breath, relax your shoulders. Let's begin. First, think about the compliments you actually remember, not the ones about a dress or a lipstick, the ones that stayed with you. Maybe it was when someone said, "I feel so calm when I talk to you," or "You make me feel understood," or they looked into your eyes and said, "I don't know why, but I can tell you anything." Those are not small comments. Those are not casual lines. That is life telling you, your presence is beautiful. There is a kind of beauty that has nothing to do with symmetry. It has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with the energy you carry into a room. When your mind stops fighting itself, your face softens. When your heart is open instead of guarded, your eyes change. When your voice is gentle instead of sharp, people feel it. You may not see it, but the people who come to you in their hardest moments see it. They come to you when they're lost, when they're afraid, when they're ashamed. Why you? Because some part of them knows your spirit is safe. Your energy does not attack, it accepts. That is not a small thing, that is a rare thing. You didn't wake up one morning with that presence. You walked through pain to grow it. You lost people. You learned to let go. You cried quietly on nights no one knew about. And each time you chose not to harden completely, you stayed a little soft. That softness is now what others call your vibe, your warmth, your kindness, and they mean it. The first sign you are a beautiful older woman is simple but profound. People compliment things that live deeper than your skin. They praise your listening, your calm, your patience, the way they feel after being with you. You are not just a face, you are a refuge. Now here's another sign. Pay attention to how younger people look at you. Have you ever noticed a younger woman watching the way you dress, the way you arrange your scarf, the way you choose one simple piece of jewelry instead of 10? Maybe she smiles and says, "I love your style." It sounds casual. But what she's really saying is, "You found something I haven't figured out yet." Because there's a difference between dressing to impress and dressing from a place of self-knowing. When you were younger, you might have chased every trend. You could spend hours trying to be on point. Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect body. Now you're not trying to become someone. You already know who you are. So your choices are calmer, more intentional, more you. Your wardrobe may be simpler now. Fewer colors, more comfort, more quality. But when you put something on, it fits not only your body, it fits your spirit. People can feel that. Younger women feel it too. They live in a world of endless comparison, endless scrolling, endless pressure to be hot in exactly one way. And suddenly they see you. You're not chasing it. You're not fighting it. You're not apologizing for your age. You walk into a room like you belong in your own life. That is magnetic. That is elegance. Think about it. True style isn't loud. True style whispers. I know myself. When a younger person admires your elegance, your posture, your quiet confidence, they're not just seeing fabric. They're seeing years of trial and error, years of learning what matters, years of shedding things that never fit your soul. This is the second sign. Your style isn't a costume. It's a mirror of your inner clarity, and people, especially younger women, notice. They might not have the words for it, but they feel it. Now let's talk about your voice, your eyes, the way a room shifts when you truly start speaking. Have you noticed this? You're in a group. People are talking quickly, stories are overlapping, voices are competing. Then you open your mouth to say something. You don't shout, you don't rush, you just speak, and suddenly people lean in a little. They quiet down, they listen. Not because you demand it, because your presence has weight. That's not about age in the negative sense. That's about age as in lived experience. Your gaze is different now. When you look at someone, you really see them. You've listened to enough stories to read what isn't being said. You can see fear hiding behind a smile. You can hear loneliness in a cheerful tone. You can sense tension in a "I'm fine." So when you look at someone, they feel exposed, but in a safe way. You're not analyzing them. You're not judging them. You're simply present. Eye contact like that is rare. In a world of screens and distractions, your full attention is a gift. When you pair that attention with words chosen carefully, the effect is powerful. You don't have time for gossip. You don't feel the need to impress. Your words don't scatter. They land. That is why people remember what you say. They quote you years later. They say, "Do you remember when you told me?" You may have forgotten, but it stayed with them. The third sign you are a beautiful older woman is this. Your voice and your gaze create a quiet gravity. People feel seen when you look at them. They feel guided when you speak. This kind of beauty doesn't fade with age. It deepens with it. But what about the physical side? Let's not pretend it doesn't matter at all. There is a difference between chasing youth and caring for yourself with respect. Maybe people still say, "You have such glowing skin. Your hair looks so healthy. You carry yourself so well." You might brush those comments off. You might say, "Oh, it's just good lighting," or "It's just genetics." But pause for a second. Your skin carries late nights, tears, laughter, sun, stress. And yet it still holds a soft light. Why? Because somewhere along the way you decided you deserve care. You drink more water now. You try to sleep a bit earlier. You put something nourishing on your face not because you hate it, but because you appreciate it. Your hair might not be the same color it once was. Maybe there's silver now, maybe a lot, maybe a little. But when you touch it, you don't do it with disgust. You do it with tenderness. You choose the cut that feels like you. You run your fingers through it with affection. That energy shows. And your posture, that might be the most beautiful part. You've carried kids, bags, responsibilities, pain, and still your spine remembers how to stand tall. Your shoulders drop down and back instead of collapsing forward. Your chest opens instead of closing in. Your feet connect to the ground. Even if your back hurts sometimes, even if you move a little slower now, there is a quiet dignity in the way you sit, in the way you walk. It says, "I'm still here. I'm not shrinking away from life." That is physical beauty in its deepest form. The fourth sign is this. Your body reflects care, not fear. Not a war against time, a relationship with it. People may compliment your glow, your hair, your poise. Underneath that is the truth. You chose not to abandon yourself, and that is radiant. Now ask yourself, how do people treat your opinions? Do they dismiss you, or do they pause? Do they argue over you, or do they ask what you think? Maybe you've noticed that the older you become, the less you feel the need to explain yourself. You know what you value now. You know what you will and will not tolerate. You can say no without shaking. You can say yes without guilt. That inner stability shows. People might not always agree with you, but they recognize something solid in you. When chaos rises in a group, you're not the one panicking first. You've seen enough storms to know the sky clears eventually. When others get swept up in drama, you may feel emotion, but you're less likely to get lost in it. That doesn't mean you're emotionless. It means you've learned to hold your emotions instead of being held hostage by them. This is incredibly attractive. Why? Because human beings are drawn to steadiness. We gravitate toward people who feel like ground. A younger version of you might have tried to be confident by acting tough, louder, sharper, proving you were right. Now your confidence is quieter. You can say, I understand you see it that way. I still choose this. No drama, no performance, just a calm line drawn from your values. The fifth sign is this: people respect the way you stand in your own life. They trust your judgment. They listen when you speak about things that matter. They come to you for advice, not because you know everything, but because you know yourself. This kind of confidence is not arrogant. It's earned. You didn't get it by reading a quote on the internet. You built it through years of falling down and standing back up. And it shows. Now let's step into something soft. Have you noticed that people seem to relax around you? They sit down and their shoulders drop. They sigh without meaning to. They tell you things they haven't told anyone. You might think people always bring me their problems. You might feel tired sometimes from holding so much, but hidden inside that pattern is another sign of your beauty. You carry warmth that makes people feel safe. You know the feeling of cold energy. Someone walks into the room and suddenly everyone feels tense. They judge, they compare, they dominate the conversation. You're not like that. Your presence is like a soft lamp in a dark room. Not blinding, just enough light to make people breathe easier. You learned empathy through your own pain. There were times when you felt utterly alone. No one checked in, no one really listened. So now when someone sits with you, you refuse to let them feel that way. You look at them, you hear beyond the words. You hold space. This is not something you can fake. It's not a technique. It's the way your heart has chosen to move in the world, and others feel it. They say, I don't know why, but I feel better after talking to you. They might hug you longer than they hug others. They might text you when life falls apart. They might cry in your car at midnight. Is it exhausting sometimes? Yes. But it's also a reflection of the beauty you've cultivated. The sixth sign. Your kindness isn't fragile or performative. It's lived. It's in the way you remember birthdays, in the way you notice when someone goes quiet, in the way you offer a seat, a meal, a call, a listening ear. You are not just nice, you're nourishing. That is magnetic. That is rare. And then there's this, the moments you pretend you didn't notice. You're at a cafe, on a train, in a store. You look up and you catch someone glancing at you. They look away quickly. Maybe they look back again. You think, they must be looking at something behind me, maybe. But maybe not. Maybe they noticed the way you walked in, not trying to be invisible, not desperate to be seen, just existing in your own orbit. Maybe they saw the way you smiled to yourself while reading something on your phone. Maybe they were struck by the silver in your hair, the softness around your eyes, the calm in your expression. Beauty after a certain age is not loud. It doesn't jump up and down screaming, "Look at me." It radiates quietly. It pulls glances the way a candle pulls attention in a dark room. There is a Japanese idea that finds beauty in things that are weathered, imperfect. A cracked bowl that is still used. A faded fabric that tells a story. Your face is like that now, your hands, your posture. If someone is really looking, they don't only see lines, they see chapters. They see a woman who has loved, lost, started over, forgiven, grown. That is fascinating. Far more fascinating than a flawless, empty surface. The seventh sign is this: you sometimes catch people looking at you with quiet curiosity. And something in you doesn't yet believe they might find you beautiful, but they do. Not in spite of your age, because of how you've lived it. Now here's the gentle twist. You might be waiting for the secret trick, the magic product, the one sentence that will finally make you feel beautiful every day. But the truth is softer than that. You are already living the signs. You just don't name them as beauty, your depth, your kindness, your lived wisdom, your style that matches your soul, your grounded confidence, your ability to create warmth, your quiet magnetism. These are not separate from beauty. They are beauty. The world told you beauty was a race you would eventually lose. It never told you that beauty can change shape. At 20, beauty might have been about potential. At 40, it might have been about balancing everything and still showing up. At 60 or 70 or 80, it becomes something else entirely. Presence, peace, integration. A young face can be lovely, but it has not yet been forged by time. Your face has. So here is the small habit I promised you. It's simple. But if you actually practice it, your relationship with the mirror may begin to shift. Tonight, when you stand in front of the mirror, don't rush to fix anything. Don't zoom in on what you dislike. Instead, pick one feature, just one. Maybe it's the lines around your mouth. Maybe it's the softness under your chin. Maybe it's the gray in your hair. And ask this question, what did I live through for this to appear? Then answer gently. These lines came from laughing with people I love. This softness came from seasons I was too tired to be perfect. This silver came from years I didn't think I'd survive, but I did. And after you name it, whisper, even if it feels silly, thank you for carrying my story. That's it. No cream required, no brutal self-correction, just a different way of seeing. Do that often enough and the mirror stops being an enemy. It becomes an archive, a living record of a woman who kept showing up. If even one of these 7 signs felt familiar, pause and let that sink in. Maybe you've been beautiful this whole time in a way no magazine could ever explain. Beauty that listens, beauty that steadies, beauty that warms, beauty that has the courage to age. The world needs faces like yours, calm, wise, lived in. If your heart whispered, "That's me," at any point, honor that. You are not being arrogant. You are finally telling yourself the truth. And this journey isn't over. There is even more to explore: how to deepen this inner glow, how to protect your energy as you grow older, how to let go of the fear of becoming invisible and instead become quietly unforgettable. When you're ready, come back for the next video. For now, breathe. Place a gentle hand on your chest. Feel your heart still beating. Feel your lungs still moving. This is the body you have. This is the life you are in. And you, exactly as you are in this moment, are far more beautiful than you've ever been told.